my BR, Vice Chairman of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Mr. Ibrahim Fassi Ferry, Chairman of the MEDays Institute, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First, I'm grateful for this invitation to participate in this very important event. Second, thank you very much for the kind words that have been expressed about me, about my country and my people. This award from the Amadeus Institute is especially meaningful to me personally, as well as all of us in Rwanda, because it celebrates the values of peace and democracy. By recognizing the universal values at the heart of our journey of liberation and renewal, you have honored the Rwandan people's struggle and resilience, and for that, I sincerely thank you. The most important thing to know about Rwanda, but how we Rwandans have recovered from that tragedy. Peace is the starting point for growth and development. But peace is much more than the absence of violence. True peace is above all a mindset and fully participate in governance. All the economic and social progress we are making in Rwanda ultimately rests on these preconditions. One, safety and security of people. Two, being accountable and the inclusive and democratic governance. These principles have been the basis not only for recovering our dignity as a nation, but also for recovering in the very structures intended to bring us together. The right of poorer or darker countries to chart our own course is constantly questioned, if not overtly subverted. Judgment is passed on the choices we make, but without serious analysis of the realities and/or context on the ground, much less consideration of the views of the citizens most concerned. The quality of a system or wisdom is not the monopoly of any single country that I know of. The price of failure is no longer borne by the peoples of the South alone, as it mostly has been up to now. Recent crises related to public health, migration, and the spread of all types of extremism including terrorism, are the most obvious examples. There has not been necessarily adequate or coordinated world response, and this has created uncertainty and even deep pessimism about the future. But we can choose instead to work together to build a fairer and more sustainable global order. History has conditioned us to relate to each other on the basis of implicit moral hierarchies. But overcoming this legacy need not start with a change of heart, but rather a recognition of our converging legitimate interests. Good order is certainly chief among these shared interests. Promoting disorder can never be a strategy for positive change, and yet it has become almost routine. In the South, if the South has one message to convey to the North, it should be that our interests lie in working with each other, not against each other. Let us seek solutions through consensus and dialogue. We require a deep understanding of the purpose of South-South cooperation itself. Let me offer a few starting points for further consideration. First, only by working together can we secure the freedom to do what is best for our peoples and our regions. This is about supporting each other to do the right things, not covering up wrong things, as is often cynically alleged. Second, to manage the pace of change in the world today, we need more openness and exchange. We have what we need to succeed right here on our continent. So when trade or migration barriers are raised against developing countries, let's not respond in kind, but instead lower the barriers amongst ourselves even further. Before I conclude, allow me a word about Morocco itself. This country is much more than a bridge from one place to some other place. It has its own story as a part of our African continent. Not mere in terms of geography, but much more importantly, intertwined lives, hence extensive shared experience. Moroccans faced the colonial negation of identity, culture, and dignity, just as the rest of Africa. All along, you remained true to yourselves while making practical contributions to Africa. We thank you. Morocco's increasing engagement around Africa is most welcome. And we in Rwanda are already seeing the results, like investments in different sectors and other kinds of productive collaborations. This should only be the start. Rwanda is ranked as one of the fastest growing countries, safest, and one of the easiest places in Africa to do business. So, to my brothers and sisters in Morocco, like Africans, Moroccans can visit Rwanda without applying for visas. In the years ahead, we are looking forward to welcoming more Moroccan investors and business people to our country. I wish to thank you once again for this honor. Me and my country and my people, I wish you a fruitful deliberations in the coming days. Thank you.
Thank you very much.